Today is June 8th, 2023, and we just went to the Treaty of Waitagi, which is only about a mile from the Paihia wharf, and was a very, very beautiful morning. And so after the trip, I didn't take the GoPro inside the treaty, but as we were headed out, we thought, why not take a quick trip to Hururu Falls, which was sort of on our way. And this is before we headed out to the Waiomio glowworm caves, and after that we were going to head back to Auckland. So from Paihia to Auckland is about a 4-hour drive, but we have that excursion, couple of excursions after the Treaty of Waitagi, Hururu Falls, then Waiomio glowworm caves, and then to Auckland. So we'll see you there. This is what we was talking about yesterday on the bus, and so we came to see it for ourselves, and indeed it is really beautiful. I can't imagine when it's in full force, but we were very close to the rocks, and it was really a wonderful sight to see. So after some selfies at Hururu Falls, we headed back, and so our GPS took us back in front of our hotel and right in front of the wharf, through the Paihia town. It's a small town, and our hotel should be coming up in just a second or so, but and off we were to our next destination, Waiomio glowworm caves. So at this point, we were just so amazed by the beautiful the water, and there was a person selling some fruits on the side. So we took the opportunity to stop by and buy some fruits and decided to eat it on the way. And I think that's what we were discussing about, how beautiful and tasty the fruits were right from the farms. I think it was some mandarin or oranges, something like that. And after a short trip, we made it to Waiomio caves, and you can see that there was a recent flood and extra water, so the roads were a little bit messed up, but still good. I'm not sure how much money they charged. I think it was like $40 a person or something like that for adults, and for the kid it was like $25 New Zealand dollars. And we also met some more people from the ferry and the bus ride. Our friends Emma and Tim, we met them over there as we approached. Then they came a little bit after, and then we all formed a group and then went inside the glowworm caves. Very interesting experience, wonderful experience. I think everybody should, if they get a chance to go see it, you should actually try to do that. It's really good. So we were there a little bit earlier. It was about 10:40 when we arrived, and the tour was starting at 11, so perfect timing. And so we could use the bathrooms right before, which was a short walk away.
Awesome. Join us. Beautiful.
Make video? No?
Can we have...
Not inside of the cave.
Oh, but we can do it here, right?
You can do now. Yeah, that's all good.
Okay.
Sweet. So quick introductions, guys. Kia ora, no mai, hara mai. Hello, welcome to the Waiomio Glowworm Caves. My name is Zayan. I'm your lead guide for today. We're joined by my friend here, Te Hira Ariki. You can call him TH. He's come to make sure we get in and out of the cave nice and safely. He's also at school right now, learning from the best. But we're going to take you guys about 200 meters into our limestone cave. We'll go in, see a whole lot of magic. From that point there, we'll have to turn around, slowly make our way back this way. Sound good?
Okay.
Yep, sweet. So there was a point in time we used to go all the way to the other side of the cave. That kind of meant we would have to climb a mountain to come back onto this side. The reason we're not exactly doing that today is due to a lot of the flooding that we get. At the back of a cave, we have our sinkhole. The sinkhole filters water out onto this side, but when it overflows, debris settles along that boardwalk, so it's become a bit sticky, a little muddy, unsafe to exit out that other side. So instead, we just see everything twice. Sound good?
Okay.
It's better coming back out, don't worry. And if you want to, if you have time, you'll see a little handrail just at the back there. So that pathway is our bushwalk. It takes you up the hill. Lots of cool rock formations up there. That's pretty much what you would have seen on the way over. It says danger, keep out. I'll give you permission. If you want to do that afterwards, more than welcome to. And if you make it to the top there, there should be a cone. That's our sign to turn around and come back. Sweet.
Okay.
Now, we may, I guess as I noticed, as you pointed out, no cameras or videos inside of the cave. But when we exit, you can take photos at the entrance itself. It's quite beautiful. I can take photos of you guys as well if you like. That's your postcard to take home.
Okay.
So with that in mind, we're going to make our way into the entrance. Single file line, that's the best idea. Follow me.
Okay. So I stop recording right from here?
You can carry on. You can do the entrance and stuff. Once we start heading into the cave.
Okay. Okay.
So just mind our steps on the way down, everyone.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's, you gonna be okay?
I'm just going to park you up on this side for now. Beautiful.
Wow. So I can stop recording here now? Because we
you
are...
can carry on for now.
Okay.
I'm just going to talk about some of the rock formations and stuff like that. Once we start making our way into the cave, that's when we'll turn up. Thanks, sir.
Just do a signal or something.
Yeah,
I'll switch it off.
No worries. So if we all just stick to the left-hand side so I can see everyone's beautiful faces. Awesome. You guys noticed in NZ we do things on the left?
Yeah.
You guys in Aussie, you should know. Anywho, welcome to the Waiomio Glowworm Caves. Now we also call this Te Ana o Roku. That means Roku's Cave. I'll tell you guys who that is in a little bit. What it is though, this is a limestone cave. But the foundation of our cave is sandstone. So sandstone is this brown rock down on the bottom here. And that brown rock is what our river carved out to get the cave we're about to head into. And over millions of years, all of the white trickly stuff coming down there, all of this stuff here, that's all our limestone that's growing over the top. Now, since it grows, they make some pretty cool rock formations. We see the big one coming from the ceiling downward. Any ideas what this one's called?
One is a stalactite and one is a stalagmite or something like that?
Yep. So the top one, that one there is a stalactite. What they'll do, they'll drip water, as we see here, just onto rocks beneath and surrounding. So they'll create the stalagmite, this guy here. And sometimes they come together. Stalactite meets stalagmite. They create these pillars or columns like we see there. It does take a very long time for that to happen though. So although it grows, the growth rate, about 100 years per cubic inch of limestone. If we look long and hard enough today, probably won't see any growth. That's okay. But that's where we get our second golden rule, no touching the rocks. And that's because oil's in our hands. If we touch, it slows down that already slow growth process, changes the color a little bit as well. So these rocks here, they're all meant to be white. Before we knew the rule though, we were definitely climbing up and down these rocks here. We know the rule now though. And a little tip to remember which is the stalactite and which is the stalagmite. We remember stalactites hold on tight to the ceiling, and then the stalagmite just might make it to the top one day. That's the family-friendly version.
Okay.
Anyway, with that in mind, guys, we're going to commence our journey into the darkness there. If we feel anything drop on our head, don't worry, just water. From now, we'll probably turn the
camera off? Okay.
Thank you, my man.
All right.
And as you heard the man, he said that there was no photography allowed inside, so we just were content with what we could get. And it was very interesting because once he turned off the flashlight, it was so dark, like you couldn't even see your hand in front of your face. It was that dark. And then they turned on like a little red light to slowly ease your eyes into the light, and you could see like almost an infinite amount of glowworms were almost like the Milky Way when you are inside looking up, and they're hanging by their little threads. At this point you can see the little blue car that was behind us, and that's Emma and Tim from Melbourne, and we've been kind of chasing each other around, I think on the ship, Hole in the Rock, and then to the Cape Reinga, and then here, and they also told us that they are headed to Auckland, and so are we. So it'll be interesting to see them in Auckland again, but actually that did not happen, but we were headed out at this point and onwards to Auckland and see what else is available. It's 12:10 right now, and as we are leaving, we're just observing the natural beauty, animals native to New Zealand, and we just took this drive very easy. See those white trees without leaves on the right hand side? We were told yesterday by that they were used to make chopsticks. I guess New Zealand produces chopsticks as well. So, but onwards to Auckland and just enjoying the easy drive. And just enjoying the beautiful scenery, and I sped up the video here so that we can reach Auckland a little bit sooner. On the left hand side you can see, or the front, the turquoise colored ocean, and there are some sheep pastures on the right hand side, but very beautiful. Unless you are there, you really can't feel the good vibes. And I think we're approaching Auckland. The traffic is getting busier. It's about probably 3 o'clock, I think, at this time, and as we get closer and closer to Auckland, the traffic was just getting heavier and heavier. And of course, being a weekday, Thursday, it got really busy up there, and very slow. Normally, what I was told is on a weekend it would take like 20 minutes, but it took us an hour and a half just crossing the Auckland Harbour Bridge, and making it to where we were supposed to go. We made it to Auckland, and we're looking forward to going straight to our hotel and freshen up. And in the evening, we had an invitation to my cousin's place, Kamlesh Kiran Chand, and her husband Shiv Chand and Shiv Neil. But I think there was a change of plan, so we were going to meet up at my other cousin's place, Avinen, and so the fish curry was going to be cooked at my brother-in-law Shiv Chand's house and taken over to Avinen, and Avinen had cooked a whole host of food, different food, like goat and all kinds of stuff. I mean, I can't tell you how much, but it was a really fun evening, and appreciate the family's welcome and get together. Thank you, everyone.